Did you see that 2 people were detained in the hit and run case involving the peaceful protester in California, Alexa Carrasco? Now, if you hadn't heard the story, Alexa Carrasco is a 21-year-old who was peacefully protesting in Riverside, California with her relatives. That was where a man driving a black SUV sped off, hit her, and almost hit other peaceful protesters. This left Alexa in critical condition. She had to have multiple surgeries, even being put in a medically induced coma for her second surgery. No arrests were made for the first few days, even though there was pictures of the guy and his license plate circulating around the internet. And what was even more frustrating was the police and the media trying to paint this guy who ran over Alexa as somebody who was fearing his life. And why did he run over these peaceful protesters? Maybe they were doing something. But finally, after doing a little investigation, it was proven that it was the guy in the black SUV who was provoking the crowd. And they finally figured out that the guy who was provoking the crowd and ran over Alexa is Russell Prentice. Someone who already has 2 prior convictions, meaning he has 2 strikes. And under California's 3-strike law, he could be facing 25 years. The other person who was detained was Candace Wenzel. She's being charged with intentionally trying to destroy evidence because she took the SUV 40 miles north and tried to get rid of it. For his crime, Prentice is being charged with assault using a deadly weapon, hit and run, and sentence-enhancing allegations of inflicting great bodily injury and leaving the victim comatose. Wenzel is being charged with being an accessory after the fact. Now, Prentice is being held on a $1 million bond, but there are conflicting reports on how much Wenzel is being held for, either $625,000 bail or $10,000, but either way, they both are still in jail. I'm glad these 2 were detained, but this was a community effort. The police were not taking this seriously, and it was community pressure and community information that finally led to both of them being detained. And unfortunately, as for Alexa's condition, there is still no update on how she's doing today, but I hope a speedy recovery, and I hope these 2 are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And as always, please consider becoming a paid subscriber on here so I can continue bringing you stories like these.